Welcome to the John Doe Radio Show today, a Seedy Wednesday in the Mile High. Thank you very much for hanging out with us. We will have Scott from Rare Dankness Seeds in with us. He's probably in traffic right now, seeing as how traffic sucks in the morning, and he has to come all the way down from where he's coming down. So he'll be here in just a minute. We'll be talking with him, and if by any chance of craziness, we will have a ring in from Adam Dunn, T.H.Seeds, my good buddy, Adam Dunn. Also, just want to let you guys know on Friday, there is a First Friday going down at the Hood Lab, which is basically, I think I see Scott right now. Yes, that is the man himself. It is not the police. Do not lock the door. We have a secret plan. What the hell was I talking about? Trip plan thing before I got distracted? Oh, yeah, it's good times. The First Friday, this Friday. Come and hang out with us, 629 Santa Fe Drive, 629 Santa Fe Drive at Hood Lab. It's going to be good times. I'm going to have some fun. I know you're probably going to have some fun. One of the funnest times of the year. Absolute funnest time of the year. Oh, Scott, I forgot to ask. There was somebody that was wanting like a couple hats from you, and they were coming in town. Yeah, did they email? Yeah, I told him, I was like, dude, if you're asking me to do something for you for somebody else, I can barely even get anything done on my own. So make sure you talk to somebody that can get something done. Exactly. Talk to Kim. So she doesn't really handle that one. Oh, she's here too. What is this? This is niceness. A Rare Dankness pullover. Woo-wee.
Wow, special guy.
Wait, this is special.
You better. I get to love it and nug it and kiss it and sleep with it. And, oh, it's so beautiful.
If you can't see what's going on right now, we got a Rare Dankness hoodie that I got from Scott. I love it. It's absolutely fantastic.
Nice.
It looks beautiful. Ah, and it smells new. Too bad it didn't smell like the Scott's OG. That's really what you should have given out. Is hoodies that smell like Scott's OG. You would have to have a big old tub.
Just keep a jar in there with it.
Yeah, or no, you just here's what you do. Like they do stonewashed jeans. You just throw a bunch of buds or stems or whatever in there.
Rumble them around.
And then throw the pants or throw your pullovers and your hats and everything in there, and it's just like rumbles and stumbles all around your awesome clothes. And then when it comes out, it's like, I mean, it's not illegal to smell like weed, is it?
I don't think so.
It is not. Maybe that's the best thing you can get onto, man.
Yeah, man, some perfume, cologne, Kush cologne.
Yeah,
Sounds good to me.
That's been a plan for a long time. I want to smell like Kush
All the time.
Love it, dude. So how are you doing? Scott from RareDankness.com in with us. Also, Pam over here in the corner, too. Sure, she doesn't necessarily want to hop on the mic, but she is here. She is awesome. She makes up a large part of what Rare Dankness is, and
Oh, yeah, man.
I want to give mad props to her and all that she does. So how you been, man? RareDankness.com is where people can go and check you out.
Busy. Like a little bee all the time.
That is good, though. And people can also check you out online on Facebook, Rare Dankness Seeds.
Yep.
Rare Dankness Seeds.
Yeah, man. We got the OG line that's dropping this week.
Wait a second.
Damn, hang on a second.
Wait a second. There's been millions and millions of people out there just waiting and waiting for this OG. And I do mean millions. Oh, what is this? I don't know what this is. This may have something to do. Oh, it says Moonshine's Haze Cup winner flower 70-90 days.
The new
sativa.
packaging,
The packaging.
Man. The new packaging.
Hey.
I was looking at what this was.
It's like I'm just trying to read it.
I want to know what's going to come out at the end. This is the brand new packaging for Rare Dankness. If you guys haven't
Yeah, we were trying to make it simpler, but I think it got more complicated. But
let's ask Pam that. She says yes. So it's good times. You could show Phil over there, our cameraman. He'll toss it down.
Yeah, man. Getting all the seeds packed. We have all kinds of orders coming in, of course.
Nice.
And then Yeah, and then I got the whole California thing thrown on me in the last week or so.
Yeah, I heard about that this morning. We were talking online about that. So you're going to California for the Cannabis Cup in LA?
Yeah, they're having the Med Cup out there in LA in February, and I've got friends all over the place, but I got a couple of really good friends out in Hollywood that are, a small portion of the Rare Dankness Army, and they've been growing out a bunch of stuff, and we're going to enter some strains in the cup. And I was like, well, if you're entering anything for us, man, I got to see it.
Yes. Get final approval on this.
So, yeah, we're going to go out and check that out, and then go back out the following week, and we have a booth. We're setting up a booth with Incredible.
Oh, yeah?
So, yeah, man, we're going to go out and sell some sweatshirts and T-shirts and talk to people about our wares and, have a good time.
Cool. That sounds like a plan, man. Well, if you need anybody to roll out with you, I'm obviously available to figure out how to roll out with you, and we can make it some sort of production deal thing.
Yeah, man.
I said caravan yesterday. I'm down. I got my truck.
I've driven east a couple times. I've never driven west, so
it's probably way easier.
It's only 16 hours.
Yeah, it's like 16 hours. It's not that far. It's like 21 to my mama's house, so it's like
it's probably a lot easier driving west than it is east, though.
And that's like 16 hours at a good pace.
Well, all I'm thinking is
rushing.
like there's got to be more interesting stuff to look at than like what's through Kansas or Oklahoma.
Then a drive east, definitely.
Flat. You got some interesting rock formation.
But see, you're talking about driving. I mean, I guess when you drive through Kansas, you drive through Oklahoma and some of those other states, then there's not really anything. But you drive through.
When I go home to Alabama, I go straight across. So you go straight through Kansas, straight through Missouri, all the way to Arkansas, and then you go south.
There's still a lot more to see. Once you get outside of Kansas, Oklahoma maybe not so much. Oklahoma still has a lot of nice trees.
Yeah, some river bottom and stuff.
Yeah, it's cool there. But I'm telling you, dude.
Kansas is wind farm.
If you're looking for
dude.
if you're looking for that, driving west.
Oh, the drive west is beautiful.
Although here's the deal: if I go with you, we have to figure out a way to not only cover the cost but also think all the way around Utah.
Without going through it.
Do not want to go through Utah, man. And I almost say this not jokingly. Like, what? Yeah, see, she's telling you that.
Yeah, she's like saying, I'm like, it's 19 hours if we go down through Albuquerque and go through that way. But once again, you still got to cut through freaking Arizona. So.
Because I'm telling you, man, the luck of people that have been known by us
Are the laws
in
really
Utah
bad in
have
Utah?
not been like lucky at all. Starting with Willie Hempseed or whatever his name, not William Hempseed. That what's that hempy dude? The dude that wears the hat. Anyway, starting with him.
Henry.
That guy just disappeared off the map, didn't he? All of a sudden, he was like out and around. Henry, yeah.
Henry Hemp?
was around, and then all of a sudden, I just stopped seeing him. I don't know. Anyway, and it's like boom after boom after boom, dude. So,
oh yeah, man.
Not to jinx anything, I'm just.
Well, they, they're watching anybody with Colorado plates going either direction, leaving now at this point.
When you come,
you look like a dirty hippie. You're definitely getting pulled over.
And if you speed, here's the thing too: if you speed in Utah. They hate it. You're gonna get pulled over if you're doing anything stupid in Utah. If you're a Coloradan, they hate us.
I have driven it numerous times without problems. So
yeah, we looked at all the routes. I'm not too worried. I'm a good driver. So, and I'm
go at night, then they really don't pay attention.
So I'm not too worried. But yeah, we got to get all the banners and all the sweatshirts and all the crap that we're gonna be selling out there. So
basically, you're gonna be taking a trip out there on what day?
We're going out there like the 1st, January 31st or February 1st. We're coming back like the 3rd. So just going out there, seeing everybody, dropping off a bunch of sweatshirts and the banners and all the stuff that we'll need for the cup. And
just to chill?
Not even. Just say, hey, what's up to everybody, and then turn the F around and come back.
Right on.
And then we're heading back out the 10th.
Right on.
The 9th?
9th.
Yeah, the 9th. 10th is our anniversary, so.
Sick! She's like, oh, she's over there. No, the 10th, 9th.
That's right.
Damn straight. Well, happy early anniversary to y'all.
Yeah, some fancy dinner in LA, I'm sure,
Wow, I'm jealous.
Don't be.
Don't be jealous. I should be jealous.
I was joking. I was like, we can go to that raw place where they just serve raw vegetables.
You guys have built a business that's probably not doing too bad right now, or should be doing pretty well here in the future if everything goes right. And celebrate that, man.
Yeah, man.
Enjoy it.
It's going to be a good time.
Especially if you got kids, man. And you guys.
I'm looking forward to just seeing a lot of friends out in California that I haven't seen in a while.
Yeah. The struggle of life is BS sometimes, man. If you can't enjoy the win, then there is no enjoy. So enjoy the win.
Yeah, it's been interesting. I had been having some conversations with Swerve over the last week.
That's interesting. So Cali Connection action?
Yeah, he's been, he's looking at how to get into Colorado, so I've been having to explain the laws to him a little bit.
Yeah, there's laws and stuff. Warren's standing in the other room with the card, I'm sure, in his hand. Of you've said something that, yeah.
So, we've had to explain all the laws and all that stuff, so we're trying to figure out how we can do some co-collaboration type stuff and keep it all legit.
Nice. Well, wait. Hold on. What up, Adam?
Yo, how you doing?
I was looking the other way. I was sorry. I didn't know you were calling or not. Adam Dunn from T.H.Seeds on the phone with us. Also,
what's going on, Adam?
Scott from Rare Dankness. So how you been, Adam?
I'm good. I'm just waking up, so I have my sunglasses on, so I look a little bit tired.
Yeah, dude, you look rough.
I feel rough. Don't worry.
I'm gonna try and switch the good people of the cam to see maybe they can see Adam in his garden in the background, because they obviously love to view the
waking up with the girls,
Waking up with the girls.
That's the best way.
Dude, I do agree.
How you been, man?
I'm good. How are you guys?
Oh, dude, busy.
I know. I hear. Yeah. 65 plus strains, you're going to be busy for the rest of your life. It's
exactly, dude. Yeah,
65 children to take care of or
all
something.
the time, man. All the time, it seems like.
So
yeah, we've actually been trying to figure out which one of those children to kill.
I didn't kill it. Well, Pam's like, what? She's like, I don't know about this one. So with having Matt Manny, we got to get to a few commercials here, but well, let's go ahead and do these commercials real fast. Adam, can you hold on here for a second, and we'll be back here, take care of some business and stuff. But I wanna make sure that we do find out how you're going about these selections, and maybe you're gonna cut out this and cut out that, and whatever. We'll get to that. So big time thanks to our good friends at Rare Dankness. Make sure you check them out. RareDankness.com. 970-812-DANK. 970-812-DANK. That's how you can get a hold of Scott from Rare Dankness, and I'm sure Scott and Pam will take care of you if you'd like to get their seeds inside of your shop. And I'd hurry. Get on that number and get on that list, because it's going fast, and who knows what the supply could be. And also make sure you holler at our good friends from T.H.Seeds. You can pick up those T.H.Seeds in good shops like the Silver Lizard, I know, has T.H.Seeds. What's another spot, Adam, that you can get T.H.Seeds?
We're sort of, we're spreading our wings a little bit. I mean, we've been very reluctant to go and cover
I
the
believe I can fly.
But now it's starting to happen. We got a few shops up in Boulder. Freshly Baked is one of the shops that just picked up our gear. I don't know. I'll start thinking of some other shops for you. How's that?
Awesome, dude. Awesome. All right. Well, it's good time.
It's too early to start hitting me up with information.
I know.
Facts in the morning, please.
I'm sorry. All right. We'll get back to here with this action with Scott from Rare Dankness.
See you in a sec.
And our good buddy, Adam Dunn from T.H.Seeds. Hold on. I'm trying to put a stop here so I can actually figure out what I'm doing, because we got live read in the middle of actual commercials. All right, it's the John Doe Radio Show. We do it live at the Mile High. Check us out, johndoeradio.com. We'll be right back. Wait. There we go.
Our smoke shop has got your high-quality, American-made, unique pieces and some of the best scientific glass available anywhere. Artists and companies like Mike Fro, Cowboy, Zob, Royal, and D-Rock with some of the best products the Mile High State has to offer. Treehouse, Joel Halen, Worm, Tricky, and more. Mad Hatter Smoke Shop also carries Sheldon Black, one of the highest names in glass standards. Don't miss out on the Holy Water style collection either. Our friend Sean Waters offers his line of shirts, jackets, hats, and skateboards for men and women. Mad Hatter Smoke Shop for everything everything the JDR Army needs. Mention JDR or John Doe Radio and get 20% off. 20%. Visit MadHatterSmokeShop.com or email store@MadHatterSmokeShop.com for inquiries. Mad Hatter Smoke Shop, 6091 West Colfax Avenue in Denver, 303-953-7015. Store at MadHatterSmokeShop.com, 6091 West Colfax Avenue, Denver, Colorado, 303-953-7015.
I guess I should turn my mic on if I'm actually going to do the live read in the middle of everything. I thought I had it on. Make sure you check out Pink House Blooms, some of the best dispensaries that you're going to find around. Pink House Blooms, one of our good friends. If you have heard of amazing products available from Pink House, including nicotine and solventless wax and hashes, and also his appearances on the John Doe Radio Show, then you know how good the products can be there at Pink House Blooms. The Pink House Blooms shops, the Teapot Lounge, Cherry Company, and the Pearl Company all carry these fantastic products. Buds, and soon, well, not soon, they already do carry them, but our good friend Stephen Lewis's ISO hash. So do not miss them. Pink House Blooms. All their stores are proud to carry essential extracts, rare dankness, hemp hoodlum, and vector products. All stores open from 10 to 7 every day. Daily specials Tuesdays, 2-for-1 joints. Warehouse Wednesdays, where they weigh all Pink House grown meds at 4-gram eighths all days. Thursdays, buy one edible, get the other half off. And on Sundays, make it rain Sunday. Let's just say they hook it up fat on Sundays. Check them out, Pink House Blooms. Going to find some of Colorado's most respected and popular cannabis centers in here. Cherry Company on 111 Madison Street, the Pearl Company at 1445 South Pearl Street, and the Teapot Lounge at 2008 Federal. Do not miss them, good friends of ours. All right, we get back to it on the John Doe Radio Show. First time I've tried to do the live read in the middle of an actual commercial thing, and now I'm having trouble pulling up my actual damn block of things because there's a million damn things, and here we go.
Experience the healing power of flowers at the 2011 Best Meds Competition winner in Colorado Springs. Canna Caregivers off North Academy Boulevard and the Canna Center on Power south of Constitution. Call us at 719-597-6685 or 719-597-9333. Mention you heard this ad on Normal Radio and receive half off any CC concentrate purchase.
Trouble with the law? Or maybe you're looking to start a medical marijuana business? The law firm of Edson, Mayton, and Matz can help. Attorneys Warren Edson, Lauren Mayton, and Chris Matz offer a wide range of criminal defense-related assistance and cannabis legal services. Call the team of legal professionals ready to help you or your business out today. 303-831-8188. That's 303-831-8188. Or check out the website warrenedson.com. That's Warren Edson, EDSON.com.
Also want you guys to know about our good friends Platte Valley Medical Marijuana Center in Denver. Some of the most affordable prices anywhere. And I do mean affordable prices anywhere. If you don't believe us, call them 303-953-0295. Just head down, visit them. Trust us. Located at 2301 7th Street, Unit B, 2301 7th Street, Unit B in Denver, across from Denver Aquarium. Great people who really do care about their fine selection of meds and wide variety of extracts from Top Shelf Extracts. Wax Wednesdays, all wax. That is today. Wax Wednesdays, all wax, $15 a gram when it's normally $20 a gram. And Monday Madness, premium strain specific joints for only $1. That's not just the shake they grab or whatever. They pick top shelf strains, roll them. It's only $1, normally $3. And during the NFL playoffs, I'm going to have to get clarification on this. If it's just during the Broncos game or if it's during the whole playoffs, you get, I not kid you, $125 ounces and $15 select eighths. No bottom shelf strains here either. Don't miss one of the busiest and most convenient dispensary locations in Denver. Platte Valley Medical Marijuana Center, located at 2301 7th Street, Unit B, 303-953-0295, 303-953-0295. And until January 15th, everyone, going to get patient prices at $25 eighths and $150 ounces. Make sure you check out Platte Valley Medical Marijuana Center, 2301 West. I keep wanting to put West in there. Why? Stupid. Shut up. 2301 7th Street, Unit B.
Are you a runner? Are you a runner who supports marijuana legalization? Run on Grass is a group of athletes actively seeking to change our marijuana laws. We speak the truth about cannabis, bringing the message through our feet to new ears. Check out runongrass.com to find out more about us, our events, and how to join up or how to sponsor a runner. If you're in the Denver area, please join us for runs or start a group in your area. Running not your thing? Any sport can do it on grass. Runongrass.com.
listening to the John Doe Radio Show.
All systems are a go.
There's something about this beat. Hypnotic.
Back live on the John Doe Radio Show. Thank you for very much for hanging out with us. It is a fantastic Seedy Wednesday where we're chilling with our good friends. If I can turn down the volume here, with our good friends Scott and Adam. Scott from RareDankness.com and Adam Dunn from T.H.Seeds. Both some of my favorite people in this world. Both two awesome guys that are making genetics that are the future of futures. So thank you guys for joining us. I got to turn on your mic.
Thank you.
Forgot. Sorry.
It's all good.
I suck at turning on mics. It's just horrible. Adam gets to control his own mic there.
I control my own mic, thank God.
Thank God he gets to control his own mic.
I got my own sound effects too, though. Of course, I've got a little. Yeah, I'm ready to go here.
Oh damn, he's got a laugh track, man.
Whatever we want.
See, I knew he was not kidding when he wanted to get his own show going and
That's
rolling
right,
it
man.
out in the limo show, right?
One of those.
Oh,
I want
Lord,
that
man.
one. I
Yeah,
want
that's
that
a
one.
Now you gotta have this one. That's the one right there.
That is the one I'm looking for.
That's
right
the one you
now.
want to hear the most. in your life.
Exactly. What are you toking on right now? Because I can see the people in your garden there. It's a nice little.
What am I toking on right here? I've got some Tange hash.
Oh,
It's, little morning citric flavor for to get everything rolling here. Behind me there's a whole
It's a
bunch
way to
of
get going, dude.
bunch of different things. I'm just some whole lot of scrogging going on. So
grog. Now, Scott, how is that how you're doing your thing? Are you scrogging it out, or what do you do? Do you do many different types of?
Yeah, depends
grow?
on the plant. Something that's a real short, straight grower. We typically grow at Sea of Green. Stuff that you can scrog, we definitely scrog it. It keeps your plant numbers down.
It's also a great way to yield screen of green.
Hell yeah.
yes.
Yeah, exactly. The screen of green. Would you say it's the most heavy yielding way to do anything? Is to do the screen of green, basically. As you start your plant,
It's the most efficient.
and the plant starts to shoot up its stalks. You have that. You have a. I don't know what it's called. You just have basically this form built out where the plants are
The
sitting
trellis,
in.
yeah.
Trellis, whatever. And over the top of it is a screen.
Give you a little demo there.
Yeah, there you
Give
go.
a little demo. Give a little demo there.
There's
So
your
you got like
trellis.
these PVC pipes that have held up this nice little thing, and then you've got screens attached to the top of it, and then the plants are underneath it.
Yep.
And as the plant starts to grow up, and as the branches branch off, you're sticking the branch
It's all
underneath,
about the even canopy.
evening out the canopy, putting the branches that are popping it up, laying them basically, tucking them in that canopy so that it grows out flat.
Yep.
And you've got this flat screen of green of massive buds.
Well, the key to the whole thing is that you need to you want them to always be the same height, because the minute that the plant has got a highest point,
Yep.
then the hormones will rush to that part of the plant. So what happens is that's your new top. So basically, you could trick a plant and put the bottom branch at the highest point, and now that'll become the top of the plant. So it's really just keeping them tricked, and you just got to keep pushing them down, just like life. Keep pushing them down, Just keep pushing them down,
And that's something people forget is that
they'll finally come back up. Yeah, but
Yeah.
it's the thing about it is, if you scrog, you got to make sure you have a long veg time. There's no messing around with a quick scrog or something, because it comes into itself. You know what I mean? You have to
what's a good time to scrog a plant
I
for?
literally go about 5 weeks actually when I'm scrogging.
Yeah, I'm thinking a month and a half, 2 months. Sometimes people are doing that for a scrog.
Yeah,
You get a big
because the
ass
thing is,
plant.
if you do it early, you might as well just have packed them in and flowered them straight up, because they really take about a week or 10 days just to find themselves,
Yeah.
And that's the important part.
Yeah.
But you can see it once you see the tops. Once you see all the tops looking really fresh, it's time to go.
Yeah. Were you gonna have
It's a good
something?
feeling. It's always a good feeling when you pop off the scrog.
I'd say it all
because
goes on to the how big your garden is and how much light you got. If you're under a few K, definitely you want a longer veg time.
Yeah.
You pumping 20K or something, you don't need to veg them that long. 3-4 weeks is good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
And
this-
it depends a little on hydro too, and soil. Like soil
Yeah.
definitely takes longer, and
Yeah,
it has
most
has to root better.
Yeah.
On hydro, you can it's growing while it's flowering. You know, so there's no, you don't have to go too crazy on that.
Yeah.
Now, what would you do? Scott does a variance of hydro and soil, correct?
Yeah, I mean, just, depends on what I'm feeling like. For years and years and years, all I grew was soil. Everybody kind of knows me for the moonshine mix, and then
The moonshine mix.
which was just a soil that was so rich that you didn't have to feed the plant anything except water.
Nice.
And then over the last 5 years, I've kind of gotten into all the cocoa and hydro and
Yeah.
tinker all the time.
Yeah. And you, Adam, it's the craziness.
I'm constantly tinkering. I'll flip the thing, or I'll flip the script for you here. This is
I know.
This is the system that we're putting in right now. This is this is complete hydro. Obviously, this is all silica rock, which is like diatomite. It's basically diatomaceous earth, but not been crushed up.
Yeah.
This stuff's awesome. So just because of that material, I decided to go back to hydro a little bit, because what happens is you quit. You tend to go like. Through the gamut, and I've run every system that I think I could possibly think of, aeroponics and, building my own systems and stuff. And what I figured out was I hate cleaning these systems, That's the problem. So I like to build them, I hate to clean them. So there's usually like, I'll run it once or maybe twice. And then if it's too difficult to clean, I'll just kind of give up on it, because to me that's half the battle. It's like, with soil, it's beautiful if you can just like take the soil, dump it in your backyard, grow some plants in it, grow some tomatoes later next year or something, make a little raised bed out of it.
Yeah.
And
Exactly.
on hydro, it's always been a problem because of those stupid hydrotons, man. I really don't like hydroton. I'm very against them.
They're hard to get rid of.
It's kind of illogical to have a bunch of round things trying to hold up your plants. It's like it's the old dead baby joke of, sort of had that dead baby, what's the fastest way for a dead baby to
Scared me, Adam.
I know you scared me here, man. You scared me.
Never mind, I won't go to the dead baby joke. Being that if you have round surfaces trying to rubbing up against each other, you have no sort of support,
Yeah, no, I
And when
get
they're irregular, like these rocks, you tend to get like irregular shapes, so
Yeah.
you get nice support, and that's the one thing with hydro. If you don't have good support and you have big plants, it's a nightmare,
Yeah.
I hear that. The hydroton is just a pain in the ass too to deal with. It's just like, if you have a dog at all, and you should really have dogs or animals inside your garden in the first place. But
they think it's food. They think it's food right off the bat, Of
Oh,
course.
yeah. Shaped like food.
yeah, yeah, they think it's food and they just take off with it, and then you got little balls of hydroton everywhere, and they're crushed up, and you're like step on one, you're like, God.
They tend to find the way everywhere. That's the problem.
Yeah,
You'll find them in places you've never been with a grow room, and you'll be like, how the hell did this thing get there?
No, why is there a hydroton ball right here? It's awesome.
And for me, in Holland I grew on cocoa a lot, but the problem with cocoa over there, not so much here, but over there, is the wetness factor, because it's such a wet place to begin with.
It never dries.
So they seem to take long. Like everything was slowed down for me more than speeded up.
Yeah.
And then over here, of course, that's not such a big problem, but it also seemed to be more of a vector for like fungus gnats and things like that. So I was kind of always, a little iffy when it came to any mediums that were held water too much,
Yeah, I don't like myself personally. I'm not a big fan of the what we were just talking about. That type of God, I'm brain farting.
Hydroton?
Hydroton?
No, not the hydroton. The damn it! It's like
Silica rock. The silica rock.
I can't think of what the hell I'm
He's
talking
bumping
about.
his hands together.
I can't think
don't
of
know
what the fuck I'm
means.
talking about. It's a stupid, like you root stuff in and
Rockwool?
yes,
Oh,
rockwool.
rockwool,
It's
yes,
this
rockwool.
criminy monkey farking.
Well, the thing about rockwool is it's actually quite a nice medium to work with to a point, but
Yep.
then again, also if you get fungus gnats or any
Yeah.
kind of bugs, they love that medium so much that you're
Live
just
in it.
like, well, why am I growing in this stuff if they seem to love it? You know what I mean? So it's I'm kind of like trying to avoid all those anything that looks too comfortable for any kind of pests.
In my experiences, it's been harder to root in rockwool. I've just had a harder time in rockwool, and like you said, it's a little bit more holds moisture, a little bit more pests.
Amateurs, man.
I didn't say anything about being a professional.
No,
I don't
it's
have
all
a
good.
license.
Nah, I mean any medium. You know, the only stuff that I hate are like Jiffy pellets. I mean,
Jiffy pellets?
Yeah.
I'm not a big fan of them either.
Jiffy
I
Mix is what I did my first grow off of, and it was fantastic.
Hate that. No, I mean, there's a lot of good products. I mean, used to the problem with cocoa was it was real salty and, you know, you had a lot of issues. I still find, you know, for me personally, all the cocoa stuff, even when it's flushed perfectly, it just has a husky flavor to it.
You think
like
so?
the smell that you get from the cocoa kind of transfers through the herb.
Really?
I don't know. I got a pretty good nose.
That's how I grew mine in Roots Organic. I don't grow anymore, but I grew in Roots Organic, the 707 and the cocoa corn mix. I would put, you have the 35-gallon 707, put 2 of the cocoa corn mixes in with that. I thought it was a great medium, didn't smash up too much. The problem with the peat mix and what we were talking about originally, some people may, want to start growing, and maybe their first grow, they're like, oh, I see this stuff at Walmart or Sam's Club or wherever the hell you go and get it, and it's that Jiffy Mix.
Yep.
Yeah.
Works fine. It's a weed will grow in almost anything, but the thing is, man, it's just like at the end it is like
Packs
a
down.
rock.
Yeah,
it's
packs
a
down.
rock, dude, and you were choking the crap out of your roots.
The other thing too is peat's not a really good medium to take off the earth. Really, it's best to leave peat where it belongs.
There's no nutrients
because it's sort of like it's also that it takes quite a long time for it to get to that stage.
Yeah,
and it's kind of going in and raping it out
It's
there, and it's not
protecting
necessary.
A lot of bog
So
areas and stuff nowadays.
yeah.
And I'd rather, like for me, the easy cloner. It doesn't. I mean, you can root a matchstick in an easy cloner.
Unless you're John Doe.
never had an issue. I'm always getting like
I have.
too much success on those things, and I'm like, okay, well, now what do you do?
Yeah.
But that's also why I wanted to grow into this silica rocks, is because you don't need a medium. You just take the rooted clone, drop it straight into the silica, and bam, you're good to go. There's no transplant shock of any sort, which I like.
Yeah, really.
Yep.
That's very important, because when you go from your easy cloners and you have your roots, maybe they're all hanging all over, and you go to put them inside of whatever it is. I mean, they're usually manipulated or
there's always like a 2-day sort of window, but as long as you keep them really humid, and they seem to pop right out of it. Whereas if you take them and you put them like from that into soil, definitely there's a moment of transplant shock. Usually takes about a week or so.
Yeah.
But in general, I think the least amount of medium convergence is the best. Like if you don't take your soil plant and drop it onto the rock wool, that's not a really good idea. And, reverse works, but of course you got to also be considerate about how much rock wool you're putting into how much soil. Like you don't want to put a big giant hunk of rock wool into the same amount of soil. It's not going to work. You need to have like a lot more soil than the rock wool, then everything's fine. There's just those little learning curves.
Yeah, learning
which
curves.
I'm sure we're all familiar with.
Yeah, well, some of us have not grown in everything.
You got to try, man. You got to try.
Scott, we've talked about before what your favorite way of growing, but I mean, is there anything different that you're trying right now?
Yeah, I mean, I've gone old school and gone back to drip for the most part.
Drip, I've seen a bunch of drip lately.
Yeah, dude. Like, I've gone...
And that just includes...
Like, just a pump, just a recirculating drip system. I mean, I'm running some drip to waste as well, but... I mean, you end up with, just some half-inch line with some spaghetti lines, and
it's sitting inside of.
I mean, either cocoa or rock wool or whatever, man. Yeah,
simple.
Yeah,
awesome. I've seen a system like that just go absolutely haywire and flood the crap out of everything.
Oh yeah, I mean, I went bonkers this year and built like a totally custom arrow set, and ran it for 6 months, and I just wasn't happy ever with
aeroponic?
With the herb that came out there, and it was beautiful. I mean, it was like alien-looking herb, like how blown out and crystally and everything it was. But
an aeroponic, you're talking where it's just the roots are
just hanging in air,
hanging there, and then they just get sprayed.
Sprayed, yeah.
It's like a big easy cloner, basically. Just never stops in the easy clone.
It's nice to have.
Yeah, exactly.
I built myself a big old dang easy cloner.
And, it's insane growth. I mean, insane flowering time. I mean, week faster flowering, and just the herb tastes like a rice cake.
Rice cake.
The thing about it is it's so critical too. You have to you miss a day here or you miss a day there with the right nutrients. on aeroponics, then you're not going to be able to get into that into the time frame. Whereas soil, as long as you have a good soil mix to begin with, then it's just down to the not letting it dry out too much or not overwatering it. But that's not too hard. It's just that we're always a little bit too. There's so many products out there that people can. Some people will run like 15 products on the same time. You know what I mean? And the reality is. You're probably canceling out one or two of those things just by mixing up 5 different brands and having, because we're all experimenting. That's
the keep it simple, stupid method is always best.
I try to treat my plants almost like I treat myself, which is no more than 5 ingredients at a time. Because if you do that, you're just sort of who are you helping? What are you benefiting in the long run? So it's kind of simpler is better, and 5 is a good number, because if you start looking at a lot more ingredients and stuff and start figuring out that most things are made out of about 5, you know what I mean? So
that's funny. I don't like to have more than 5 ingredients at a time.
Adam's right, man. I mean, I've been into 4 or 5 grows where I've gone in to do consulting work, and you're like, all right, let me see your nutrient list, and they hand you something that has 19 things on it.
Exactly.
And it's like, I mean, I can understand that different things, different times, all that, but I've seen people just go completely bazonkers listening to every single thing that every company says and combining them. You know what I mean? So you're like, well.
By the way, Adam.
She has a program.
By the way, Adam, for you and Derek, I got a.
Dude, are you still rocking some bedhead? Is that what I see?
Oh yeah, big time.
He totally said he just woke up.
That's why I'm up here. See this?
He totally said he just woke up. He had to have Scott call you out on it.
That's awesome.
Of course.
Hey,
I went to bed about 4 a.m. I was in this room doing work. It's actually setting up, classically enough, drip lines.
Nice.
There you go. So I was setting up drip lines, but
I still haven't got to make it over to that place. I still haven't seen that place. I'd like to check that out sometime.
I haven't even, and the funny thing is of course, with anything water, whenever you're working with water, there's always the test, and then there's always one thing that you forgot to tighten up or something.
Yeah.
It just turns into a big headache, and I was like, I remember all this now. I remember the drippy line, and I figured it out, but it took me a little while because it was late and I was tired.
Hopefully you don't turn it on and it's just like, and you're like, that's.
I've seen it all. That's part of the reason why I said I go back to hand watering, and my biggest complaint is when you finish a cycle and then you realize that 2 drip lines got clogged, and that just completely killed your whole yield sort of numbers, because 2 plants just disappeared shriveled up into the corner, because you just don't pay attention as well usually when you're on big hydro systems,
Yeah, there's a lot of plants sometimes, man. I've walked into a room where there's been just hundreds of plants sitting there, man.
It's unlike when you got dirt buckets or dirt pots sitting around, you end up picking everybody up and giving them a little personal attention, and you can't do that when you got them.
It forces you to have to kind of get down there and check things out.
Yeah,
man.
So what do you got sitting there behind you?
Who's that behind me? Got a whole bunch. Got a slew of things here. I got some sage. I got some AJ Sour, some sage, some Rambo, even some super lemon haze. I had to try it out. I was like, let me try it. Even though it's my enemy, I'll try it.
Is that
what can you do? But yeah, I got a little bit of it. It's kind of a Noah's Ark back there. There's 2 of everything.
We had 2 in here yesterday talking. We were talking to him about his electrocution.
Don't try this at home. You might kill yourself.
Yeah, we were talking about the Guantanamo Bay of cannabis.
Yeah, that's pretty much about right, I'd say.
It's crazy.
I saw 2 yesterday, though, so I had to bring. I brought Rye over there to show him the electrocution factor.
What did Rye say about it? Did he dig it?
Well, he was curious. He was interested. He said when he was taking photos, there's a lot of double-headed trike, so maybe that's got something to do with it. I don't know. We'll see.
Oh wow!
And of course,
not joking with this thing.
Got quad trikes. I was like, oh Jesus, okay.
You quad triking it up over here? Dude. Where's the pictures of the quad trike?
Dude, Ryan gets, I let Ryan into the gardens every once in a while, and the photos that guy comes back with are just
with the logos and
they're like alien type shit.
No, I know, it's great.
Is he the guy that does the photo?
You can give him the smallest little nug, and he'll come back with a universe of photos for you.
And does it have your logo in the trike? Is he the guy that does that?
No,
there's one guy out there.
That's Joey, man.
Yeah, Joey.
No, Streamman doesn't do that. Joey does that with the Colorado
you could give
logos.
something to a Colorado logo, whatever logo to, and you'll come back and your logo is like has been like
put in the trikes,
grown inside of a trichome.
It's
you know?
It's the kid goes by Mile High Seed. His name's Joey. He's a real cool.
He's
cool
done it for
kid.
Derek a few times, I think, or whatever. But no, now we're just talking about straight quad. This is all natural, all natural.
Yeah, man. I mean, Rod gets pictures of like purple trikes and like trikes with purple stripes through them. I mean, just insane stuff.
I love ganja.
I mean, he's got me, wanting to go out and buy a brand new camera set. I mean, I got a pretty nice camera setup, but a brand new camera setup to do just macros.
Yeah. So yeah, we did talk with 2 yesterday about that situation. We'll have to maybe get him back in here with all 3 of you guys and bounce ideas off y'all's heads. And
oh, you can't get nothing in with 2, man. That dude's electric himself. So
I was going to say, I don't know if we're going to get a word in.
Yesterday, he called me out as a jerk, man. At the end of the show, he's like, we're being nice today. Or I thought we were being all cool. And then he's like, man, you got to quit being a jerk. And then I'm like, thanks, buddy. And now that's all everybody online is talking about is how nice of a guy Tim is. And, you're such an awesome dude, too. I love you. Anyway, good times.
Yeah, I don't think 2 is quite familiar with the idea of being behind a mic so much. Like he starts going off, So Scott and I were witness to the unleashing of the beast there out in Amsterdam when he got to do his seminar. So we got to see it live.
That was his practice, man.
It was pretty awesome.
That was his practice, and then he came here.
He did the classic where he had his computer
PowerPoint.
already,
He had the PowerPoint display.
He had his PowerPoint, and then at one point he just shut the top, and he's like, "We don't need no PowerPoint." And I was like, "Oh, here it goes." You know what I mean? And yeah, so he was in full mode there.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, that's awesome. Yeah, he's a cool dude, and we'll find out more and more about what he's up to and have more.
Yeah, well, that's the nice thing about everybody here doing their thing is like, we're all just, as you know, we all love to experiment. That's all. It's all about trying different things, and so I'm glad people like him try things like that, so I don't have to be the first guy to go out and say I think I'm going to plug my plants in. I'd rather let a guy like him take care of that.
He's awesome. He's gonna be down at he'll be down at First Friday tomorrow, right?
Oh yeah.
All right, yeah, and we promote First Friday for y'all at the beginning of the show tomorrow. Or Friday,
man.
Friday. Tomorrow's only Thursday. Don't come at it.
I'm stuck a day ahead this past 2 weeks.
We want you there early, but not so early.
Yeah, I am stuck ahead. Both weeks I've been stuck ahead. So First Friday, 629 Santa Fe starts at 7. Pretty good times.
Yeah, we have Lena Stigson in from Sweden, so we're bringing in Swedish tattoo artists, which are amazing. So
a Swedish tattoo artist going to be down there, huh?
Yes.
Maybe I might be able to get a little something.
That's it.
Nice, man.
Who doesn't want a beautiful Swedish girl tattooing you? It's like never a problem.
Oh wait, now we throw beautiful Swedish girl in here. Is there a point in time where maybe I can show her around the town before she gets here, and maybe me, you, and Cece can go out and have some nice dinner? No, I'm kidding.
She's gonna be tattooing at the think tank for a couple weeks while she's here too. So
really?
All right, cool.
Yeah. So if people are interested, they can get real work done while she's here. So
awesome.
Awesome.
I'll send her to the think tank and stuff. I live with a tattoo artist, but she's not from Sweden. All right. I'm not done with anything. I just was going to go change the subject here, back to maybe talking about seeds. But
as well, since it's Seedy Wednesday, right?
Seedy Wednesday, named by the man himself, Adam Dunn over here. See now, dude, you still call everything swag? Is this still? Are you still?
Of course. So don't be offended if I call anything of yours swag, because it just means anything. It doesn't even mean bad anymore.
It doesn't mean bad anymore.
It doesn't. It's everything. It is. I mean, it's pretty much everything is swag, And that's kind of how you have to think about it, because
it's kind of like meh.
The first thing I learned in life is don't be too happy with your cannabis. You know what I mean? Always strive for better.
He means it too in the way that there's nothing out there that's everything's meh.
Meh.
I mean, it's hard. It's hard. Like
the people that we are looking to.
then,
sorry to interrupt you. The people that we are looking to have to know that there is amazingness out there, and the amazingness is with you guys, are saying there's just everywhere else, and that's just you guys being like, there's everywhere else. I want to sell mine. That's you guys being like, there's everywhere else, because there is not anywhere else.
Yeah, well, no, it's funny because you can become everybody becomes kind of, obviously used to their own product. And sometimes we're lucky enough that, what we're used to is good or is, top grade or whatever. And it's just a matter of now kind of filtering through it because I've been disappointed so much in my life by, I've traveled like 500 miles to go to see somebody, to get something. And when I get there, I realize why did I even drive here? This is garbage.
That's exactly what I'm saying.
I can't tell the person right off the bat. I have to say, yeah, I'll take and then they'll ask me later, whatever happened to it? And, you
got chopped.
What happened to those cuts I got you? I tossed those out the window on the drive home.
On the drive home, something happened and the window fell, and they just went...
Yeah, the clone disappeared. And,
seeds everywhere, man. Everywhere. Then I saw a police car and it's...
Yeah, because the reality is, a lot of people just don't know, and so you have to kind of that's why it's a lot of it's literally hands-on for everything.
Yeah, it is, man. But it's good here in Colorado that we have the good people like you guys, T.H.Seeds and Rare Dankness. I'm not just trying to schmooze y'all or whatever, but Colorado is in good hands for a long, long time. We tore it up out there at the Cannabis Cup, and Cali's feeling a little shaky. They got Cali connection.
I think it's definitely a really good time for Colorado right now. That's for sure.
Yeah. I think there's some other great breeders out there. I really like T.H.Seeds. I really like T.H.Seeds just for the difference of just different strains they are. A little bit more fruity, a little bit different.
Subcool built all his stuff off of Brother Grimm's, Cinderella and Space Queen and all that. Yeah. So he kept those genetics alive. Otherwise, they'd be gone.
Yeah, and I really like, I like the Cali connection out there in Cali. They have a lot of very unique strains out there, and there are good people to be able to get seeds from, and that's what's encouraging. Luckily, though, here in Colorado. Luckily, here in Colorado, we are getting lucky and just stoning it in the seed side of things. And what people don't understand is, and when I talk about people with seeds and stuff, they miss half the fun of everything when it comes to seeds. You start talking about, the Rare Dankness OG, the Moonshine Haze, or the Sage and Sour, or what everybody asks me they want a cut of, Cold Creek Kush. It never ends. I'm telling you, it never ends. God. I know, seriously. And whether it's that or not, it's like they want the cut. They don't want to have to worry about the seed, nothing like that.
You're missing the whole point.
That is the sad truth of most people now is that everybody just wants the cut of everything. Yeah. And it's fine because you'll have the cut, whatever, but really we're not going to go forward, So the whole thing, the forward thing is going to be when those kids come, when those young kids now grow up a couple more years from now, and they're not all obsessed with that, and they're looking for that. They're smart enough to figure out that they need to get their own seed and be their own person. Then we'll have a whole new wave, you know what I mean? Because right now we're still on the lazy wave.
Yeah. And
that was kind of what I was fortunate with. Even though when I was having my clone lust back in the day, I still was growing out as many seeds as I possibly could.
Yeah.
Just because, you might have the most badass clones, elite clones, rare clones, whatever, but you've got a whole bunch of other people who got that same exact genetics. And if you wanted something that, changed the playing field so you could trade for something a little better, you had to have something different,
Yeah.
Well, a good example, I always kind of bring it up because now you can't find it anywhere, is a couple of years ago, Blue Dream took over the entire world. It seemed like everybody was growing it.
Denver here, Blue Dream was like Broadway Wellness made it like the staple of it, and they wouldn't even give it out. So then everybody was like, "Oh, I got it."
Yeah, but now it's who cares? You know what I mean? No one even you don't even see it anywhere. It's oh yeah, I remember that.
We did see a little bit of some extract the other day.
I think that's one that kind of goes back to where a strain gets hyped to a certain point. And then you see enough of it grown really, really crappy that it kills the hype on it.
G13 for me is like that. I've seen it grown so crappy, and I've grown it crappy.
Blue Dream is a perfect example, man. I've been so jaded on that strain just because every time I've seen it, it's just been
Yeah.
Horrible. I mean, absolutely horrible. I couldn't understand where the hype was coming. And then, one of
The
my
funny thing is that there was a little moment where it was growing well in the beginning, it seemed like.
what I was
going
going to say is one of my best friends, Jeff, has the clone that he sourced from one of the original people and, finished it up, and it was fantastic. I mean, absolutely one of the most fantastic plants. I just picked that clone up like last month. So.
Wow.
Yeah, no. Thing about it is it grew really easy. That's why I figured everybody grew it, because it was like looked kind of like a no-brainer, and everyone I seemed to grow the same way. But then the flavor was really hard to pinpoint. Like everybody would make it look good, but then there was no flavor to it. So, but now I think people just kind of lost interest in it completely, because it just kind of I just don't see it that much around.
Yeah. Got to say thanks. Keep in mind that there too, because there's some other stuff on there we want to talk about where the G13 is, the where it comes from or whatever. But big thanks to the Normal Network for airing our show live now from 11 to noon Mile High Time. That's from 10 to 11 Pacific Time. We are now simulcast on the Normal Network. So if you're watching us right now live, hi, howdy doody. We'll get that taken care of. The stream as high quality as we possibly can with the man Russ over there. Big thanks to Radical Russ Belleville and Normal and everything that they do over there. We may have our differences of opinions of way things should run, but as always, we want to make sure that we're moving forward. So thanks to them. Normal Network, live.normal.org. Now, G13, man, a lot of people have been talking about G13 since I started smoking, and it was like, dude, it's the government weed that somebody went in and stole from the lab and took it out.
Yeah, there's a lot of fantasy behind it, I'm sure, and there's the two different ones. You have the airborne cut, of course, which is the one that I was kind of playing with, and I think it's probably the most overly hyped plant that's ever existed.
The G13, I would say, yeah.
I'd agree, man.
One of them,
definitely.
What's another one?
Oh, Jesus.
I can't think of really another one.
Alaskan
Thunderfark. That's the one that I'm thinking of. That it's one of the more overly hyped ones.
Yeah, and I mean the thing about that plant is it's really hard to get a stable version of that plant anyway too. Because like Tony from Sagar Mother, he had a Alaskan that he got in from guys directly from Alaska who seemed really pretty on point. Yeah. But everything that he breeds with that comes out like with a weird runny, like. Yeah. It never forms properly, so it's always got that runny vibe, and also those fake seed pods which kill the flavor.
I hate that.
Yeah, that's when when you're burning your bowl and you have like
just
fireworks going off. It's like
I don't know. Yeah, I'm not sure what's up with that strain, but that's the only one I've seen of it, and I'm sure there's better versions of it, but that's because it just doesn't breed true.
I'm gonna grow it out and breed it and do it, and then I'm gonna name it. I'm gonna name it the 4th of July.
Nice. For all the
pop
crackling.
Everywhere. Pop.
Over the years, I saw.
You should call it Alaskan Thunderfark.
Yeah, listen. Dude, I'm telling you, we've talked to many people, and they talked to a few people in Alaska that live in that specific valley there, and I can't remember the name of the valley off the top of my head, that say, and this is whatever they say is, it has never made it out of there. It's never even really existed, that it was something else at the time. And there's the lore there.
I mean, Pamela went to high school in Anchorage,
and there is. I mean, I can't remember the name of the valley, but we have
Matanuska.
Matanuska. Yeah, we had a friend that on another web page, on another whatever, and he could have been bullshitting, but I mean, he would post pictures of, he lived here and would just tell us the lore, try and tell us the lore of it, and that it was basically, it never really ever made it out, and there's only like one or two people that ever had it, and it just died off long time ago.
All great cuts got some urban legend to them. Man.
Yeah, all great cuts got urban legend. I love Pam's faces, man. She's just like, what? Like, she's totally over there. Like, I wish she was on a mic, because if she was on a mic, the reaction, if we could put the reaction from her face to the mic, it would be like, she'd be going off. She'd be like, oh, hell no. I know exactly how this is. This is going to be this way. And I love it. You're awesome, Pam.
It's always the thing about good strains is there's always a drama attached to it, or there's something connected to it that's it's never been a peaceful process. You know what I mean? It's always been either some ridiculous hype thrown to it to cover the reality that it's just
it was smuggled out inside a orangutan's butt.
Give me a Gold Creek Kush. Gold Creek Kush, Adam, please. That's all I hear. That's all I hear. So, Adam, what's your favorite strain to be working with right now? That you're having really big fun with as far as breeding and taking off with?
Well, actually, this one that I had that I told you about, I think last time we talked to, is I had this seeds from '95, which I germinated, which was just kind of like, I didn't expect much coming out of it, and I had some amazing males come out of it, which then I crossed out, and now I've got some. They're completely all over the place, so they're not stabilized by any means, but there's some really interesting stuff coming out of it, like sagey smelling, because it's a sage cross, and it's like a sagey smelling plant, but it's growing like a retardedly full-blown indica. Actually, we're going to do another commercial break in between, because I can switch rooms and show it to you after if you want.
We could talk and fill as much time as we need. I do have a few more commercial reads I need to get to, so yeah, whatever you need to do.
When you're doing the next one,
we got Scott here too that we can sit and talk to. It's not like he's not here on a Seedy Wednesday, so.
Oh, it's all good.
So Scott, your favorite to sit and deal with right now and to work with?
Probably right now it's just messing around with this triangle back cross male that I have.
Triangle back cross.
He's putting out some extremely high trike count plant. The plants are just coming out with just insane trike counts, super strong.
And that's a triangle, and that would be the SFV.
No, triangle is that once again urban legend. It's all hearsay.
So
but,
triangle just.
It supposedly it predates all the OGs. Came out of Florida.
Oh, okay.
It's if you have smoked a lot of the OG strains or grown a lot of the OG strains, like you can kind of see it, taste it, experience it within the triangle, but it's stronger in all aspects.
I like it. It's one of my favorite strains to smoke. I don't smoke that many strains anymore. I like oil.
So it's really interesting. And when Full Spectrum was open and we were having stuff tested, everything that we were doing with it was coming back over 25. So, it seems like that's a good stepping stone 25? Or a building block that I need to play around with.
25% THC?
Yeah.
Hey! Man, that's crazy. That's good times, though.
Yeah, good times.
Somebody the other day was telling me they had a strain that was like at 38% THC, and I was like,
I haven't heard that.
On you.
Yeah, so I don't think so.
You lied.
The highest that I had heard of coming out of Full Spectrums just in THC was like 27 or something.
Yeah, I was going to say maybe around 28% would be the most.
That's what you do. Fuck you, Dolphin Well!
Yeah.
That's what you say to that person. Adam, have you seen the Whale Wars episode from South Park?
Of course.
This isn't at them. Like, I never in a million years thought South Park could offend me. I didn't think South Park could offend me.
The best part of that whole thing is the Lady Gaga poker face. Cartman, replay.
The Cartman poker face. Other than that, Adam, do you not just did that episode piss you off so bad?
No, actually, the funniest part about that was that we were just the next day. I saw this in Holland. I don't know I don't know if it came out at the same time, but I saw it. And the next day, I had to fly to England to give that bulletproof jacket to Watson. So it's just really weird because I just watched the show the night before. So I'm like, wow, this is.
You're like,
bizarre.
dude, this thing ain't harpoon proof.
Converges with South Park in any way, shape, or form. Like the next day, you're gonna go meet the guy who's on South Park right now. You're getting close. You know what I mean? You're getting real close.
I wonder what the hell he was thinking while he was watching that. If you ever watched it.
Well, the funny thing is, it's the first thing he said too. When I gave it to him, he said, "Well, I should have had this on that episode of South Park last night, right?"
Dude.
And I remember telling him, "Well, you actually got shot in the head with a harpoon on that show, so I don't think it would have helped."
Yeah.
But it was really, really weird because all the characters were there, So I got to talk to the Swedish kid and him and everybody.
Oh, yeah.
It was just
Awesome, man.
Wow. They really nailed it on that one too. They really did a good. They did an excellent job on.
Fuck you, Dolphin Well!
Trey and Matt Stone, or Trey Parker, Matt Stone, whatever, they got their finger on the pulse, most definitely.
That has become our saying between friends is we just go, fuck you, Dolphin Well! But seriously, on a serious note, Whale Wars, fantastic show. T.H.Seeds not necessarily have as much to do with being out there and I don't know where I'm getting to with that. But
well, we're not THC. It's actually hoodlum.
yeah, that's where I was meaning.
That's
That's what I meant. Hemp hoodlum being a part of that.
They don't let you smoke on board there, unfortunately. So I don't think I could survive on board.
Yeah, exactly. I probably wouldn't. Yeah. Anyway, that's where I was trying to.
The farther you got away from shore, the more you'd be depressed and wow.
I can do it though.
Happening, isn't it?
It's for the whales.
A friend of mine was a cook on board on one of the first seasons, and he basically dosed everybody one time with he made some weed in the food, and later on the captain was saying how he has never smoked or ever ingested cannabis in his life, and then he kind of gave him a look like, oh yeah, you have, and he was like, what do you mean? And he was like, well, don't you remember? And then all of a sudden it came back, and he got fired for that also.
Oh, man.
He's a very anti-smoker guy. He's not a big smoker. That's unfortunate, but he is an activist and an ego activist with that. So we're fine with that,
Yeah, and every time that the Discovery or Animal Planet shows, by the way, if people don't know, Whale Wars is on Animal Planet. It's a show. It goes out and documents Paul Watson and his crew in the Arctic, basically trying to save these minke whales, other whales, from the Japanese illegally hunting them, which it is illegal. They're the only ones that are out here doing it, and they also are hunting.
Research, they say.
Yeah, research, they say, and they're hunting them inside of a reserve. So, it's really disgusting. It's ridiculous. I'm proud of Paul Watson and what his crew does. If I could actually make it on a ship for that long, I might actually volunteer myself. But Hemp Hoodlum is the good people that outfits them, and anytime you do watch that show, if you check it out, you look real close. Not even real close. The awesome thing is when you're an editor on that show and you're like, hey, wait, that's a weed leaf on those guys' coats. I can't blur those out. Every single damn coat has it in every shot, and you're like, totally stealthed it out. Appreciate you guys doing that. Congratulations for that, and much support.
Makes the show fun to watch. That's for sure.
This show is fun to watch. I like.
Dude, those guys got funding now, man.
They got some mad funding now. I like
when
they
would get, like, the funny thing is the time when we gave the jacket, we gave a jacket which is about $5,000 worth of material or whatever, and other people gave €1 million, so like a $1.3 million as donations, and they were way more stoked about our jacket than those 1.3. Like, they were like, yes.
Well, they're gonna blow that on gas, like, dude. Wow. Like they're gonna blow that 1.3 on gas.
That'll be gas. At least they'll be able to stay warm with the hoodlums. Okay, here's the deal, ladies and gentlemen. If Hemp Hoodlum is good enough for people sitting on an Arctic ship hunting whales in the middle of winter, it should damn be well good enough for you here in Colorado. So go get yourself a Hemp Hoodlum. Or you can pick up one of these nice rare Dankness pullovers, which are available.
They're not going to keep you that one.
But they're still awesome. Some days, it's like 70 degrees outside.
Really Antarctic proof, but...
some days... There is a change of pace and weather here.
I was
going
to ask Adam if I could get one of those bulletproof ones for California, because
when you go out,
I've stuck my foot in my mouth a few times about some of my Cali bros. So.
Oh man,
you're on tough territory over there.
I feel sort of the same way with the Cali. Like, people do message me. I get messages of people talking like, "Dude, you got to quit throwing Cali under the bus," and I'm like, I don't. I'm just saying. Like, we in Colorado have this. It's like you guys have talked in Cali for years about the greatness, and we get to highlight ours now. It's our turn a little bit, and either way, step it up. But you might need that bulletproof vest. That's good times, man. All right. So Adam, did you have anything else for us today, man? Other than that, I'm pretty much I got nothing really else today.
You got nothing.
I mean, I have news, and we could talk about seeds all day, man. Honestly, strains.
Yeah, I mean, let me go quickly. I'll go show you this other of this thing real quick.
Yeah, travel over there, and then I'll go ahead and pick up and read this Compassionate Pain Management read. Compassionate Pain Management, CPM in Lakewood and Louisville, is a group of people who really do care about you and providing the best care, services, and medicine possible. They're a holistic... Hold on.
Okay, 1 sec. I got to do a little...
Hold on. I had to turn down Mr. Dunn there. Sounded like a waterfall coming through. Holistic Center, Reiki practices, acupuncture, massage therapy, along with cannabis products to help you improve your life and decrease your suffering. Important to make sure you pick a place that is part of All this for the right reason. That is the industry. 1585 Quail Street, number 13B, and in Louisville, number 11167 West Dillon Road. That's 11167 West Dillon Road. Southwest corner, West Dillon and McCaslin. Consider more than just top shelf meds. Go with CPM. 303-665-5596 in Louisville, or Lakewood 303-232-3620. Back to Adam Dunn.
All right, so I'm running out of power, so I might run out quickly. But this is one pheno. You can see the 32-gallon soil container. But this one pheno here, I've been keeping my eye on. It's like this is that sage cross with that 95. Basically, I'm just calling it roof because it was grown on my roof. And I remember the plant specifically, so I know that it's a hell of a producer.
Is that the roof?
But,
is that the
if you
roof
look at
one?
this on like size-wise, this thing is just a monster.
That's the roof one from the roof.
Yeah, roof 95, basically. It's a 95.
So when you get to burn it, you get to say, the roof is on fire.
We don't need Yeah, exactly.
So
This story behind this plant you can also hear on the John Doe Radio Show 3-hour episode that we had with Adam Dunn. He tells the story where this lineage.
But yeah, so anyway, that's why I like seeds, you know? Seeds produce monsters, you know, that you're not going to get this kind of production and this kind of
seeds produce
vigor
new
off
stuff
of
you
any
haven't
kind
seen
of
before.
Yeah, exactly.
So that's my suggestion for people for growing seeds, you know, just like, even if it's only 5 plants, just to grow something completely different that nobody's got, that's the way to do it, you know?
Yeah, and now those were some fatties in there, dude. They were chunky plants, man. I love that.
Yeah, I mean, you can see it's just, I'm not trying to grow lots here. I just grow like 5 from seed, check them out.
And if people are watching, a big part of that is if you notice that 32-gallon pot, man, you notice the pot, how big it is.
More root, more fruit.
That's
you know?
right.
It's a very old saying.
You're trying to work with a 3-gallon pot, a 5-gallon pot, and wonder why your plants aren't getting that big. You're only getting 2-3 ounces off of your plant, and you're maximizing, doing the best that you can. Get the pot bigger. Get your roots more room to spread out, and that's where the powerhouse is, those in the leaves. So take care of your roots and take care of your leaves.
Damn straight.
Damn straight.
Oh, there's his eyes.
Right, guys.
We see his eyes. He actually has eyes.
Yeah, I wanted to show you that it still have eyes, even though you can see the bed head has moved down into the eyes. So.
It's all good, my friend.
See you guys later.
Yeah, brother.
Using the Raptor, by the way. Those things are huge. Big, fat.
Raptors are nice.
They're so wide. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. We'll talk to you next week, man, and I'll see you on Friday.
Okay, man. Take care.
If you need any help, please call me. I do have availability of helping you out on Friday, so.
Always helps good.
I'll come
Thanks,
down
guys.
early. See ya.
Peace.
Adam Dunn from T.H.Seeds, our good buddy there. I glad that he gave us a holler and said, what's up? I called him late last night to say, hey, if you want to give us a call, I don't want to forget about you and Seedy Wednesdays, and made sure that you were coming down and stuff. So
Yeah, man, it's always good to see Adam.
I mean, having you and Adam both on the same show, who else? I got to pat myself on the back a little bit.
We end up not talking about a bunch of seed stuff.
But that's all right. We can talk. We can talk about. I mean, we still have a little bit of time, and it's just who out there is doing what we do and what we offer and what the information. It's just there's no one else out there that is offering what we are offering the good people. There may be out there people that are trying. The Normal Network does a great job. They got great statistics. They got great interviews with people or whatever. But every day, I think John Doe Radio continuously bringing, the top of the line everything. News, products, seeds, people, information. I mean, just listen all this stuff off. I am damn proud of who we've surrounded ourselves with. And I say it time and time again. It's not necessarily because we get lucky, and it is because we get lucky. I'm lucky enough to be sitting here in the Mile High City. I moved at the exact right time in the middle of, I basically live blocks away from the Green Mile there on Broadway. Derek was a good friend of mine when we first started. He wanted to be on the show, sought me out between being on that and Marijuana Radio. And then it just kind of blossomed from there, and then met Adam when Adam moved out here. And Adam and Derek have become, two of my best friends, with Paul Token. And then, it's just an avalanche of just awesomeness. And you come into the picture, man. And I feel so privileged to be a part of all of it that I can't even tell you guys how much it does mean to me and how much it means to the show, because it's everything that we're trying to do here. It's everything that we're trying to do with our culture, is have good people, professionals, protect it, and just keep it, man. It's solid. And that's what if there's anybody that I know, dude, there's anybody that I know who's straight just cannabis culture, man, it is Adam Dunn, you, my friend Scott, and Derek. I mean, just 100% all about the plant and nothing else.
Yep. I mean,
Nothing else.
it becomes part of your life. You
And
know.
me, but I don't quite have the... We're working on the old business side and making sure that it's all gravy, and we stand up there with you guys who are successful and making money. And when I say make money, I mean successful where they wouldn't let you make money before.
Yeah.
That's huge. It's huge. So it's good times.
Yeah, man.
But I mean, did you want to talk about more seeds? We could talk
Nah,
about more
dude,
seeds.
we're good. I mean, I'm good.
Maybe
we've been just getting the new packaging all set and go.
Leave us some more time to talk next week about stuff too.
So yeah, I'm happy to be back next week.
These seed packs were put together by Pam, right? And Pam and Lauren. Lauren helped you. Ms. Dabbs helped you. So big thanks to Lauren and
then Mark and Brian. We
Mark
got
and
we
Brian.
got a crew of people that have been packing seeds and sorting seeds and counting seeds.
Cool. Mark's always around though. He's always he's your right hand man, right?
Yeah. I'm dragging him out to LA with me. So
Cool, man. Cool.
not for that first trip, but for the second trip. He's coming out for the actual cup.
For the fun.
For the fun. Yeah, that first trip ain't gonna be really be fun.
That's good. And yeah, Mark's a good guy, man. I wish I got to hang out with Mark more. I need a car. So I need a vehicle to be able to get out around and be able to visit with you guys. Sit down and kind of look over your guys' shoulders when things are happening and learn. I learned enough sitting here, but not enough.
Mark's having a tough time adjusting to all the newfound fame, I guess. So it's understandable.
Is he getting hounded?
Yeah, you find out who your real friends are and who the people that just want something out of you. And,
I tell you what, man.
And when you see your friends going through that, it sucks.
I tell you what, there's a few times in your life when you find out those friends, when you get in trouble and you end up in jail.
Yeah.
Found that out.
Yeah, man, most definitely.
And when you become successful, and
one of the
starting to find
actually
that out
one of the worst things I've ever done in my life is I had a buddy a bunch of years ago that got arrested twice in 1 year, got rolled twice in 1 year, and I turned my back on him for a couple of years, because at that time a lot of stuff was happening, and it just kind of felt like at that point he might have been part of that catalyst, and it took me a couple of years to get over that and to say I'm sorry and get him to forgive me, and we're best of friends now. But yeah, you definitely find out who your buddies are when shit goes bad or shit goes good.
for real, man, for real. And it's always nice to have those ones that are there, though, that are always there saying, hey, what up? I'm glad that things are going all right for you. If there's anything I could do, just giving a message of hope everything's all right.
Yep.
That's that me personally. That's my way of giving my friends and the people that I care about just reach out and say, hey, what's up? Hope everything's going all right.
Yep.
So
that's all it takes, man.
Yep. And lately, trust me, we have noticed, and I'm sure you've noticed too. And just like you said, and Jesus, man. But there are good people in the industry, and I think we've surrounded ourselves with some really good people. In fact, I can't tell you enough. Your wife is just awesome. She's an incredible person. I think that gives some great encouragement to a lot of people.
She's the foundation. Without her, I crumble.
I'm not going to argue that because you need somebody there. Without the show right now, having Kim right now here the past couple of weeks with doing what she's been doing and sort of setting her feet to the fire, literally like throwing her into the flame. I mean, without her, we wouldn't be anywhere right now. We wouldn't be building up some of the success. And you have it to where you wish you could just go out and pick somebody that was like perfect and fit this position perfect, and it works, and it's you can never find that person, but you can find somebody that cares enough, gives a damn enough, puts enough energy, and that's lucky when we find that.
Yeah, man.
So that's what I'm appreciative. Phil over here with his cameraman, is all he's done is thank us. From beginning to end, he's wanted nothing from the John Doe Radio Show. I mean, it's cool, man, and I really enjoy what we're starting to be able to do here on the show and bring to other people. And people may notice outside that, my personal life isn't necessarily the best, but when they turn on the show, they know that, wow, it's a great product, and we have great people involved with us. So I'm happy to have you guys here. I'm happy to be involved with you guys, and we would rather have nobody else involved with us, man. It's Mile High representing,
Yep, Colorado proud.
Wouldn't be right if we had like TJ sitting here with us right now, or if I was calling. I love him to death. I do. No disrespect to TGA or anybody else, but it's like, dude, I got Adam Dunn. I got Scott's. These are my friends, and there's no other reason. This is the Mile High that we're representing, and we can call TGA maybe one day. It doesn't have to be a totally Colorado Seedy Wednesday.
No, Subcool's been a friend of mine for a bunch of years. We both had, back in the day, he had his super soil mix, and I had the moonshine mix, and, same principle, just mix up a good, rich soil that you just feed water and don't have to mess around with it.
Yeah, something I noticed is that we're still just all on the beginning learning curve of a lot of this, man. It's early.
And even like Swerve and just Cali Connect and whatnot, that's been a long relationship that is now starting to turn into something. So
it used to be like, dude, worried about other things, worried about whatever, and now it's worried about doing the best that we can do and succeed in the best that we could do. I had something I was going to say to you. I forgot when I picked up this special thing here. Damn it.
It's all good.
Stupid forgetfulness. I hate it. CPM today, by the way, Compassionate Pain Management today. $170 ounces, 7 grams for $55, 25% off concentrates or $25 concentrates. 25% off concentrates and free pre-roll with any purchase. So if you go to CPM today, why did you just throw that on top of everything I was reading? Thank you very much. She's like tossing me things to read, and it just landed on top of the exact same thing I'm trying to read. CPM today, $170 ounces, 7 grams for $55. Also 25% off concentrates and a free pre-roll with any purchase. Holla at 'em. And what is this? Okay. And we also have good friends from A Cut Above that we're going to be giving you guys some awesome specials on. Got to make sure that you go to A Cut Above's Facebook page, though. Not A Cut Above Colorado Springs, but A Cut Above Denver, which Kim has created. You can go on my Facebook page or Kim's Facebook page and find it, A Cut Above Denver. And if there's not a whole lot on it now, we're going to be building that up and going to be adding specials. So just for you listening online, if you would like to go ahead to that page, keep updated on it, then there will be specials on there. You can give a code or whatever the special was, and then go down to A Cut Above on Broadway. That's good times, right? 1911 South Broadway. Right on. Are we good, Kim? All right, big thanks to everybody else who makes this show possible. Obviously, Adam Dunn, T.H.Seeds, and Hemp Hoodlum, DudeGrows.com, GrowWise, 3225 South Wadsworth Boulevard in Lakewood, Edson, Mayton, and Matts for this office space that we currently have that makes us look fantastically professional and awesome. And also big thanks to Run on Grass, which is Georgia's... we don't talk about Run on Grass a lot, but it's Georgia's athletic sort of get involved, get out there. Stoners are not just lazy asshats type of thing, We can get out and run marathons, and you can do anything on grass, Go out and exercise on grass. So check it out, runongrass.com. Also, big thanks to Mile High Wellness. Those guys basically built this studio for us and asked for no promotion for their dispensary or nothing. I mean, I went to broadcasting school with Jenny and Derek. He's around a lot, and not the Derek we always talk about, but huge thanks to them. We wouldn't be here without them. Handmadeapparel.biz and littlemanhosting.com. We also wouldn't be here without littlemanhosting.com, paying for basically all the hosting. All right? Huge thanks to Rare Dankness. Make sure you check out Rare Dankness Seeds, raredankness.com, and online on Facebook, Rare Dankness Seeds, 970.
And I don't do that number.
You don't have the number? Dang it. Do you want me to give it out?
Yeah, you can give that out. That's fine.
970-812. Damn it, I closed it out. I don't want to.
Dank.
I don't want to give out the wrong number. It's 812, right?
I think it's 812.
970-812-DANK.
That goes to the sales guy, and if the sales guy's not picking it up, it comes to me.
You guys are making me nervous here that I have so many things to remember. Going over all our sponsors to make sure. We want to make sure that we do take care of our sponsors because we have some big plans we do on the show, and I'm not just doing this to collect money and say, hey, I can pay my bills. I'm doing this to collect money and say, hey, this has become my job to help you in the future. So, all right. Thank you very much. And thank you, Kim. Thank you, Phil. Thank you, Warren, everybody else that's involved with the John Doe Radio Show. Until we meet again tomorrow, it is Thursday. We will have a Business Thursday with the awesome Chloe Villano. She will be sitting in with us and talking about, I think there was something earlier I had. That dude had a point. Whoever messaged us that thing earlier had a point about something, and I want to talk about that maybe tomorrow or bring it up to Chloe to discuss it. We may be also heading into some conflict of interest type of situations. Business sucks. That's all I gotta say is you can do news and everything we do all day, but then the bottom line is I've been brought into an office before and told to shut up about something and not to do story on something because it would cost money. Now I'm the boss here. That still don't mean that I get to make this. Thank you guys for hanging out with this Business Thursday. Friday, we got Steve Elliott, and hopefully we'll have William Breeze. You all have a fantastic afternoon. Can't thank you all enough for joining us. Check us out, live.johndoeradio.com, Monday through Friday. You can also listen to this replay, johndoeradio.com. All right. Thank you, Pam. Thank you, Scott. Till next time.
Thank you.
See ya.
The John Doe Radio Show is produced by Charlie Entertainment. The John Doe Radio Show programming is not limited to, but includes information and humor on counterculture subjects and is intended for informational and entertainment purposes only. We specifically include responsible marijuana reform. Besides, listening to anyone but your mother is just plain stupid. We accept no responsibility for your actions or misrepresentations, and we do not fully endorse the use of illegal drugs. You are ultimately responsible for yourself.